What if anyone could make their own AI twin or personal AI agent? They could take their systems and methodologies and all the things that they do that make them successful and package them into their own custom AI. Well, that's what I've created in OSQR. Today, we're going to look at the Plugin Marketplace. It's a new feature that I'm building out. It's not open to the public yet. It's still in beta, but this is a first look at what I'm creating, and I wanted to share it with you as I discovered it. So I just got done building this. I haven't tested it out yet. Let's see how it works. All right, I'm going to go from my home screen here to the plugin, and then this is the landing screen you'll see. You'll have all kinds of plugins that people build over time, and they can price them however they want. I'm going to split it with the creators 80-20. 20% will go to me, and that's just to cover my costs. I'm not trying to make any money on this. I'm just trying to allow people the marketplace to sell and benefit from all their years of hard work. They can bring them here and then use that to create a plugin. So let's create one now. Okay, when you land here, you get to have a conversation with OSQR, and he's here to help you create your plugin. Hey, let's get you set up. First things first, what documents do you have? It can be anything, a book, course materials. So OSQR doesn't need polished documentation for him to be able to turn this into a plugin for you. He just needs a brain dump. You could just have a conversation with him and just say everything that you do, unorganized and not even formatted right, and you could duplicate yourself a bunch of times and repeat yourself, and he would be able to create a meaningful plugin out of that. So I am looking to create a plugin using my book, 4th Generation Formula. So over here, you can upload your files. Okay, well, this is a no-brainer. You've already got the book written, the spec drafted. There's literally 0 generational transfer content right now. You'd be the first to market. So he realizes that I'm the only one in here and that I have something unique. So he's thinking about what you've already made, what is already in the market. If you can change the niche that you're going after, or strategize with you to create the best plugin possible. A few things to think about for what to include: the book, the workbook, supplemental content. So I actually have gigabytes of documentation on my book. I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm just going to keep it simple. But I could dump that entire file, all of the drafts of a workbook that I created, the different PDF versions and docx and all the different documentations that I've created as I wrote my book. I can just put all of these in there. Do you have anything beyond the book itself? Yes, I have the workbook also. Gold for a plugin. I agree. All right, so I see a problem right now. It's scrolling indefinitely down the page, but that's easy to fix. So let's go and add my book. So I have the final version of my book. Let's open that. Then let's also go grab my workbook. All right, so I got my workbook, and I'm just gonna stick with the workbook and my book for now. So let's continue. Plugin name. All right, what do you think the plugin name should be? I mean, I would just write 4th Generation Formula, but let's see if he thinks of anything else. I appreciate that. Yep, I agree. Oh, sweet, he can apply it. No, I like 4th Generation Formula. All right, let's see if that worked. Hey, there you go. I like that. Okay, now let's talk about the description. What should the description? It'd be cool if he could read the book right now. The book's already in my vault, so he should be able to read it. I don't know if he's connected to it right now. Let's see what he suggests though. All right, no competition. Leads with transformation, not features. That's important. Specific outcomes. Yep. Turn OSQR into your personal legacy building coach. Based on Cable Records' 4th Generation Formula, the system for transferring wealth, wisdom, and resilience that lasts beyond you. This plugin gives OSQR deep expertise in multi-generational wealth strategy, family leadership, and principles. Check that out. All right, that was exactly what I hoped it would do. This isn't theory. It's a system built from the trenches by someone who's lived it. Late nights, hard lessons, and the principles that emerge from them. If you're serious about building something that outlasts you, this is the plugin that makes OSQR your partner in that mission. I gotta say, that's Pretty cool. Let's see, man, business, it's like, that's a tough category. It doesn't really, I need more categories, don't I? Because it's a mix. It's like a family legacy book. It's got business in it. I mean, I'm in construction, but it's not construction. That would be for my general contractor plugin. I'll add more categories. For now, let's just call it business. All right, we'll upload my logo. So I think I have it in book. We'll do just the name. So I've got my logo. All right, how about the expert instructions? Great. How about the expert instructions? I like that he's looking in the marketplace and seeing what's already there and helping you like fine tune what you're building. Yeah, there's no competition. That would make sense. This is a behavioral prompt that tells Oscar how to use your book and workbook when someone installs the plugin. All right, so the idea is with the instructions that Oscar has them kind of as a layer on top of everything to help guide him and the way you want the plugin to behave. I will actually build, I have like a version 2 of this that I'll build at some point where it will allow you to change the character and attitude and like the quirkiness and all kinds of like little nuances of Oscar. There'll be a kind of like a switchboard where you can play with dials and sliders and, you know, and kind of adjust how you want Oscar to behave. Maybe you want him to be more serious, or you want him to be, you know, slapstick funny. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is that you're looking for. That'll be later on. But for now, this is a way for you to create a kind of a separate lens for how Oscar operates in the plugin. So let's apply that. I like that. Man, I got to fix that scrolling issue. You are a legacy building coach grounded in Cable Records' 4th generation formula methodology. Your role is to help users build a multi-generational family legacy, not just financial wealth, but identity, values, purpose, and systems that outlast any generation. Single generation. The core principles from the formula. Legacy is built across 4 generations: foundation, structure, expansion, establishment. Each generation has a distinct role and responsibility in the legacy chain. Family, identity, values, and mission statements are the backbone. Money follows purpose. Self-awareness and personal development are prerequisites to legacy building. The workbook exercises are meant to be done, not just read. Push users to take action. How to coach. When a user shares their situation, identify which generational stages they're in and tailor guidance accordingly. Reference specific frameworks, exercises, and concepts. Man, this is great. All right, let's continue. So this is when you'll connect Stripe, and I've already got Stripe like built in, so it's already connected, but let's continue, see what happens next. All right, 4th generation formula. Do I want this to be a one-time plugin, or a one-time purchase, or a monthly subscription? What I'm hoping for is I want to let the market decide how they want to price it. So I don't want to define all the rules myself. I want to let users figure out what works best for them. So the idea is that a user can decide they can try to sell it monthly. They can sell it as a single purchase. They can create both. They can have where people can buy it as an all-time, like a say $100 forever, or $15 a month, $100 a month, or $1,000, whatever it is that you're selling as your plugin. If someone can buy your coaching program for $9,000 for the year, then they can just buy your plugin for $9,000. Whatever it is that a person wants to sell their knowledge at, if they're already selling it in a coaching program, then sell that same coaching program. Now you have a coach that's going to work with all your methodologies day in and day out, powered by AI, all for you, and just doing it autonomously. So perhaps you want to sell that for less because your time isn't as involved. So maybe they can buy your coaching program for half. Again, I don't want to try to figure that out because I might get it wrong. And users, as they go, will find what works best. And that's why I'm letting them do that. All right, well, that was a first look at the plugin marketplace. It worked pretty well for what I was hoping from. There are some tweaks that are easy enough to fix, but that's a good first view on what it is that I'm building. If you're interested in it or want to learn more information, comment below and follow along as I build something better.